Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a wrap-up video. It's not for a specific month. I guess it's just kind of a catch-up from my last wrap-up video. The first book I'm going to talk about, I read it in April, and it was The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. I don't have it with me because it was on my Kindle, so I'll just show you a picture of the cover really quickly. That book was really good. It did not disappoint. I was so excited because I love Julie Kagawa. The Iron Face series is one of my all-time favorite book series, and like I said, this first book did not disappoint. It was great. This one is about vampires, and it's a dystopian book as well, so it's set in the future, and it's set in a world where vampires kind of rule the world, and humans are the vampires' pets. Our main character's name is Allison, and she is a human, but instead of being a pet to the vampires, she is an unregistered, which means that she's not registered in the vampire city, so she has to scavenge. She has to be kind of a scavenger to where she has to find her own food and all of that sort of thing. But then her life drastically changes when she gets attacked by rabbits, which are mutants. Yeah, mutants, that's the right word. And after she gets attacked by these rabbits, she has a choice to either die or to become a vampire. So that is where the story kind of takes off, and it's a great story. Of course, it has, you know, amazing action scenes in it and everything because, come on, it's Julie Kagawa. For those of you who have read the Iron Face series, you just know how Julie is so wonderful with storytelling and character building and just everything. I am just a huge fan of hers, so I loved this book, and I think I gave it 4.5 stars or 5 stars. I should know that for sure, but it's been a while since I rated it on Goodreads. So the next book I'm going to talk about is The Catastrophic History of You and Me by Jess Rothenberg, and I'll show you a picture of the cover right now, which I love, by the way. This book was so great, so great. It is a contemporary book, and it's about a girl who literally dies of a broken heart. Like, her heart rips in half, and the story is kind of about her journey after she dies. And that's really all I'm going to give of the synopsis because I don't want to give away too much, and I think this would be, you know, one of those books that it's better to go into not really knowing a whole lot. But I will tell you that it's absolutely fantastic, and Jess Rothenberg just wrote the book so beautifully. Definitely, hands down, one of my all-time favorite contemporary books. There's a lot of references in it to pop culture and music and films, and a lot of references to 80s music as well, because the main character, what was her name? Bree. She was definitely an 80s fan. And again, you know, while we're on the subject, the main character, Bree, was absolutely wonderful. I loved reading about her. She's one of those characters that I feel like I would be like, yeah, I would want to meet her in person. So Jess did so great with the character building and making the characters come to life, and it was just so great. So I highly recommend that one. I gave it 5 stars. So then this month I have read a couple books. I read Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver. I'm doing a discussion video on this book because I have a lot of things to say, and I can't really give a synopsis just for those people who haven't read Delirium. I don't want to spoil that book for you, so I will just quickly tell you my opinion on it. It was a really good book. There's a few things that I don't like how they turned out, but I still love Lauren Oliver. She's one of my favorite authors. So of course I loved the book, and of course I'll recommend it. Obviously, if you've read Delirium, you have to continue with the series. So I gave it 4 stars. Would have given it 5 if it weren't for the few unfortunate events. But yeah, it's a good book, so definitely check it out. The last book I'm going to talk about is Torn by Amanda Hocking, and this is the sequel to Switched, which is that book right there. And I have a review of Switched, and I'll leave that link down below in case you want to listen. Just forget it. Okay, so anyways, on to this book. I can't give a synopsis of this, obviously, because it is a sequel. So again, I'll just have to tell you my opinion on it. It was a good book. I mean, I continue to stay interested in the series, but there are a few things that I particularly don't like about these books, which is why I have to give them 4 stars instead of 5. I think the main thing would be the characters that just really bug me sometimes. Like Wendy, our main character, can be whiny and annoying, and I can't relate to her sometimes. So, and then the love interest, I can't stand him, and I really couldn't I don't know. In the first book, I just felt like he was okay, but in this book, I'm like, please, just go away. He drives me crazy. He's so rude and mean to Wendy, and Wendy just continues to love him, and it's ridiculous. So yeah, but aside from those things, it is a good series. I love the plot. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this book. Yeah, don't know what else to say. Alright, moving on. So that is it for this wrap up video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Really? No, that's alright. That's not a good thing to say. Is Allison's... I'm not going to try to say her last name. She's a vampire. She... Oh shoot, what was her name? Oh, and it was... Just completely start over. The next book I'm going to talk about is... What is wrong with me? Yeah. And bye.